Well, it's being called the Great American Eclipse because for the first time in 99 years, a total eclipse will be visible from coast to coast.
And for the first time since the U.S. declared independence from Britain, the total eclipse will only be visible here in the U.S. Earlier this week, I had the chance to speak with Dr. Nicolene Weil, a NASA astronomer, who filled me in on what to expect. Okay, first, Dr. Weil, I've heard it said that not one in a million planets has a geography or geometry with the sun and its moon that could produce a total eclipse like we're about to see. Is that true?
I haven't done the statistics myself, so I can't verify that particular number. But yeah, it is really rare to have the moon be exactly the size, because it's not actually the same size as the sun. It's just the apparent size. And it's the right distance so that it perfectly blocks out that main surface of the sun. And to get that alignment just right, that is a peculiar sort of special geometry of our Earth moon-sun system. So
we'll be in the penumbra here in Minnesota. I'm going to be traveling to the umbra tomorrow to see things in Nebraska. Can you fill in me and our viewers what we'll see happen in the partial solar eclipse area and what we'll see if somebody's traveling to the total solar eclipse area?
That's right. So if you're in the path of totality, that's going to be spectacular. What you're going to get to see is there's going to be a couple of minutes during totality where the moon totally blocks out the main body of the sun. It's going to get dark as though it were nighttime, and you're going to see the solar atmosphere, we call that the solar corona, peek out from around the moon, and it's just going to be amazing. If you're not in the path of totality, then you're going to be in this what we call partial eclipse, and that's actually true even in the path of totality, both before and after. So partial eclipse as in the moon is partially blocking out the sun. Then what you'll see, if you're watching it directly with safety eclipse glasses like these, or if you're projecting an image of the sun down on the ground, you'll see crescents. You'll see that the moon is like taking a bite out of the sun. If you go stand in front of a tree, you'll see the shadows of that tree. The tree is acting like a pinhole projector. And those shadows will be crescent-shaped, just like the image of the moon taking a bite out of the sun.
So there's plenty that we'll get to see here in Minnesota. There's more that you'll get to see. I've heard it described as sort of a life-changing event in areas that see the total solar eclipse. But at NASA, what will you be looking for as scientists? What do you hope to learn?
Well, I'm actually going to be in the path of totality. I'm going to be in Salem, Oregon. We're doing live coverage of the eclipse of totality on nasa.gov Eclipse Live. We have people stationed all across the country watching the total solar eclipse, watching the corona. And I'm just so excited to get to see the corona. This is what I study. So I get to see the corona live and in person instead of with a spacecraft.
And what can the corona teach us? What will we learn from that, or what do you hope to learn from it?
The corona is 1,000,000 degrees, and the solar surface below it is only 6,000, so it's really, really hot, and we don't quite understand why that is. It'd be like if you were walking away from a fireplace and it got much, much hotter instead of cooler. That's really amazing, so we want to understand that. We also want to understand all of these solar explosions that are going on the sun.
Dr. Weil, I wish you luck in seeing the eclipse and making sure it's cloud-free. That's sort of my department. I'll do what I can on this end.
Thank you.
There will be a CBS special report on the eclipse from noon until 2 tomorrow. That means our noon news will actually air at 11 a.m.
And you are delivering on that cloud-free update.
Things are looking better. Yeah, just a couple of minutes. We'll update the forecast.